You blow the whistle on bad practice at work, and it's you that ends up paying the price by ending up in an employment tribunal or damaging your career. Is that basically the problem?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the difficulty is that you get people who are trying to do the right thing and they end up losing, and they end up being, in some cases, being horribly monstered and losing their entire livelihoods, their careers, some cases their marriage and their homes and everything else as well, all for trying to do the right thing. So what you've got to try and do is create an environment where they're better protected, where they know that if they do take this important, sometimes life-changing step, that they're going to have, someone's going to have their back. And so that's what we need to do. Interestingly, 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, British laws on this stuff were sort of world-class, but the rest of the world's caught up, perhaps overtaken us. And it's clear now that we've been left behind. It's time for an upgrade, basically.
Do you have in mind particular institutions or places which would benefit from these proposals and benefit us all? I'm thinking perhaps of public services.
Well, in fact, it's interesting. Almost any company or profession that's got a sort of strong culture to it, a professional culture, a corporate culture, can be vulnerable to this notion of sort of trying to reject the whistleblower, trying to exclude them, trying to ostracize them and monster them. So not just the public sector, it's not just the private sector, it's right the way through our society. These protections are absolutely needed. But yeah, you're right. We wanted, there are lots of different ways of doing this, but making those changes perhaps with an office for the whistleblower, but there are other ways of doing it, just to make sure that ultimately it actually helps our law enforcement and investigations people in the police and other crime fighting institutions, because whistleblowers are a key source of information. If you've got someone coming forward with evidence, it just makes the investigators' lives a million times easier. It increases your rate of detection and ultimately makes everybody safer.